AGC family, happy World Mental Health Day. Let's meet on the yoga mat to move through some postures to calm the mind and restore some balance in the body. Let's begin in a child's pose. You can bring your big toes to touch, your knees out wide. Lower your hips towards your heels and extend your hands forward as you bring your forehead down to the mat. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths and feel your abdomen expand into your thighs, down towards the ground. Walk your hands, staying in child's pose, over to the left. Once again, re-lower your forehead down to the mat and breathe into your right side body. Breathe from right hip tip to right fingertip. And back through center and then over to the other side. This time breathe down through your left hip tip and extend through your left fingertip and breathe into the left side body. Come back to child's pose. Inhale, come to tabletop position. Stack your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your wrists. And we'll move through some cow pats. Tuck your toes. Inhale, cow pose. Lower your belly and lift your gaze. Broaden across your collarbone. Exhale, cat. Flip to the tops of your feet and push the earth away. Draw your navel in towards your spine. A couple more just like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Puffing around through your spine. Back to neutral tabletop position. Extend your right leg behind you, bring your right toes down to the ground and seesaw your weight forwards and backwards. Feeling a little calf stretch, especially all you AGC hikers. Lift your right leg up and then draw your right knee towards your right elbow and then bring your right foot outside your right hand. You might use your hand to help yourself get there. And lunge forwards and backwards a few times. I think it's nice to bring some dynamic movement into the postures at first as your body is waking up. Bring synovial fluid, which is the body's natural WD-40, into the joints. And then come forward in your lunge. And bring your right foot back underneath you. To tabletop, and we'll take the other side. Extend your left leg behind you, toes find the ground, and once again shift your weight forwards and backwards. Lift your left leg up and then step it to the outside of your left hand, and yes, again shift forwards and backwards. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral. And then we'll press back into a downward facing dog. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Your heels don't need to find the ground, but they'll lower towards the earth. Press so firmly into your hands that your shoulders actually move away from your ears and tuck your chin. And then inhale, look forwards. Take 10 or so tiny little steps until you find a forward fold at the front of your mat. Once you've folded, reach for opposite elbow with opposite hand and let your upper body sway from side to side. Release your hands down towards the ground. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Magnetize your elbows together. Tuck your chin. Extend through the crown of your head and out through your tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, as if you were moving through a jar of honey. Begin to come to standing, stacking one vertebra on top of the next vertebra on top of the next. And as you come up, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down. Step your feet hips width distance apart. Press down into the ground. And shrug your shoulders a few times. A lot of us spend a good portion of the day sitting down, so it's nice to wake up the upper body. And then inhale, sweep your arms overhead, look up, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, side body stretch to your right, lean to the right. Option to step your left foot behind your right. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, side body stretch to the left. Option to step your right foot behind your left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, hands to heart. We'll do a little hip opening, and that'll lead us to our balancing shape. Your left foot will be your base. Come up onto your right toes and bring your right knee up. You can always use a wall or a support to help you balance for a hiking pole. And then open your hip out to the side, flex your right foot. Bring your right foot ankle on top of your left thigh. Stay here or begin to hinge forward until you feel a stretch in your outer and inner hip. Gaze at something on the ground that's not moving to help you maintain balance. Come on up to standing, knee comes back to hip height and then lower it down. Give your hips a gentle shake and then we'll swap it out. Your right foot becomes your base. Lift your left knee up in space, flex your foot, open the hip. Guide your left ankle on top of your right thigh using balance or letting your hands come off a support. And you hinge forward by pressing your hips back in space. And breathe into your outer hip here. Slowly come on up, reverse the motion, and step down. And we'll close our practice with one balancing shape before coming back down to the mat. A classic tree pose or vrikshasana. I love this shape because it embodies this essence of grounding the foot down and yet reaching and extending and bringing life and fullness into what we're doing. So right foot will be your base to start. Come up onto your left toes. And open your left knee out to the side. You can bring your left foot to your right ankle. This is tree pose. You could bring your foot up to the inner calf, hang out right here, or use your hand to assist and bring your left foot to the inner right thigh. Press your right thigh into your left foot. And then arms can come together and hands at heart center, or you can extend your branches up towards the sky. As you stand here and balance and breathe, imagine your favorite tree. a redwood, a peeling birch, an aspen tree, palm tree. Maybe your tree begins to sway. If you fall, just get right back in. 2 more breaths here. Bring your hands down, guide your knee to center, step it down, pause to feel. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And then we'll switch it out. Left foot is your base. Come up onto your right toes. Open the gate of your hip. Stay here, or bring the foot up to your calf, or maybe your inner thigh. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Squeeze everything to the midline. As you squeeze to center, find a little more length and space in your spine. And take your arm variation. If you're feeling super stable today, you can play with bringing your gaze up, or even closing your eyes. That's really tricky. Lift the corners of your lips. Thank you, body. Thank you, life. And then come out the way you came in. Guide your knee to center. And again, pause. Feet on the earth. One hand to heart, one hand to low abdomen. Feel your breath. One more shape. Step your feet out wide and lower your hips down towards your heels, a Malasana squat. You can always come up onto your toes if this isn't accessible to you, or sit on a block. You can extend your arms forwards, find the ground. Bring your left hand down, open your right arm up towards the sky. Come back to center, switch it out, right hand down, left arm opens up to the side. Come back to center. And then make your way on to the ground. Use your hands behind your knees to roll down onto your back with a full body stretch. Our intention is to ground down and restore balance. So take a little bridge pose, plant the soles of your feet down, walk your fingertips to graze the back of your ankles. You'll know if you have really long arms, you might need to step your feet a little bit further away from your glutes or maybe closer. And then walk your shoulder blades underneath your chest to create a little shelf for your heart. And then press your feet down to lift up your hips, bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. Lower your hips down. Bring your feet mats with distance apart. Take your arms out to the sides of a capital T or like a cactus. And lower your legs down to the left. Little supine twist. If you'd like a little more twist, you can bring your gaze to the right. To deepen the twist in your hips, you can take your left ankle on top of your right thigh, only if that feels good for you. Stay here for 3 breaths. Swap it out, come back to center, bump your hips to the left, lower your legs to the right. Option to bring the gaze to the left. Additionally, the option to bring your right ankle on top of your leg. Stay for 3 breaths. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Back to center. Lift your hips to level off in your sacrum. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and allow your knees to open out to the side. That's a book is opening. And bring one hand to heart, one hand to abdomen. Supine butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. Round ankle. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. Use your hands, bring them to the outsides of your legs. Close your knees up like a book and draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then bring your knees out towards your armpits. Stay here in supine child's pose or flex your feet. Imagine you're planting the soles of your feet on the ceiling or sky above you, and you can reach for your outer ankles and feet. And happy babies pose. Allow your hips to rock and sway side to side. And then when you're ready, once again, bring your knees together. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug, lift your shoulders up off the ground. Find a final moment of full engagement. And then relax down into Shavasana, final resting posture. You could always bring something to sit underneath your knees. Release any tension you might be holding in your joints, in your face, in your eyebrows. Slowly wake the body up by bringing movement into your fingers and your toes, your wrists, your ankles, until you find a full body stretch, reaching along from head to toe. And then make your way onto one side, it doesn't matter which one, and pause in the fetal position. And then as you're ready, press yourself up and come into a comfortable seat, keeping your gaze soft or eyelids still closed. Bring your hands together to touch in the space in front of your heart. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself on your mat and for your practice. It's been an honor and a treat to guide you. Wishing you a wonderful World Mental Health Day. And I hope you feel the benefits of this practice. And may it be not only a benefit to you, but a great